All right, now we'll be talking about the Lekki Scheme 2. A lot of people know Lekki Phase 1. Lekki Phase 1, Lekki Phase 1, Lekki Phase 1. The full Lekki Phase 1 is Lekki Pennisular Scheme 1. You see it written boldly on the entrance gates. If you are coming from Lekki-Epe expressway, you see it boldly, Lekki Pennisular Scheme 1. So as we have Lekki Pennisular Scheme 1, we also have Lekki Pennisular Scheme 2. So that is in Ajah. You drive off the Ibeju-Lekki traffic lights towards the right, off Ogombo Road. Then you are going to see by your right hand side Lekki Pennisular Scheme 2. So in this episode of Meet the Property Guy, we'll be discussing about this location in Lagos, Lekki Scheme 2. What's really, where is it located? What are the opportunities there? Is it a good place to invest? What should you invest there? Is it 3-bed? Is it 2-bed? Is it terrace? Is it land? If you have land there, what are the opportunities that you have? So why should you invest? Why should you invest around Lekki Scheme 2 Lagos? All right. I've done a couple of series like this before about Ibeju-Lekki, why you should invest. Ibeju-Lekki, why you should invest. So you can also go to our playlist to watch these videos if you have missed them about the Ibeju-Lekki or the Lekki. All right. In case this is your first time on my channel, welcome. I'm Rabi Mustafa, and I'm the host here at Meet the Property Guy. This channel is all about the real estate market here in Nigeria, and we discuss the opportunities, the scams, the risk, and everything you as an investor, existing investor, newbie investor, about to be investor should understand about the market before you start dropping your funds. Really. So if you have been trying to make some search online about how can you invest in Nigeria, how can you invest safely in Nigeria, what is really happening in Nigeria, what is the opportunities in Nigeria, then you are the right channel. Really. If this is your first, second, third month you have been following us, this is your first year you have been following us, we are also going to appreciate it so much if you can just take 3 to 4 seconds to click the subscribe button and also be part of the Meet the Property Guy channel subscribers. I'm going to appreciate that a lot. That's going to mean a lot to me, because I'm this close to achieving all of our milestone, and we want you to be part of that part of us achieving that milestone, definitely. All right, so if you have subscribed already, we appreciate that. You can also turn on the notification button so that you don't miss any of our videos. All right, so Lekki Scheme 2 Lagos, where is it located? What are the opportunities there? Is it a good place for you to invest? If you have invested there, like, what can you do with your investment there? What are the opportunities? Is it land you should buy? Is it 2-bed you should buy? Is it 3-bed you should buy? Is it terrace you should buy? What are the investment opportunities there, and why should you invest around the Lekki Scheme 2 Lagos? All right, so we'll be looking at the map once again, and we also want to give investors a clue about this location, the Lekki Scheme 2. A lot of investors don't know that Lekki Phase 1 is Lekki Scheme 1. When you are driving into the Lekki Phase 1 via the Lekki-Epe expressway, via that main gate, you are going to see at the top Lekki Pennisular Scheme 1. So that's the Lekki Scheme 1. So as we have the Scheme 1, which is the first phase of the Lekki Scheme, we also have a second phase of Lekki Scheme, which is Lekki Pennisular Scheme 2. So the Lekki Pennisular Scheme 2 is in Ajah specifically, and so I'll be showing you direction from the Google map. So this is Ibeju-Lekki roundabout. Ibeju-Lekki is after the Ajah bridge. If you are coming from VI, you are coming from Oniru, you get to the Ajah bridge, and then immediately you descend from the Ajah bridge. In another 3 to 5 minutes, you get to the Ibeju-Lekki roundabout. They have changed that roundabout now. Around 7 years ago, there was a large roundabout there with a fish icon, but that's no longer there. It's now way modernized. So at the first exit of the Ibeju-Lekki roundabout is the Ogombo Road. This is it here.
Ogombo Road. So along this Ogombo Road is where we have Urban Prime 4, Urban Prime 1, Urban Prime 2, Urban Prime 3, Citadel Views 2.0. Pennec also have the estate there. Then Xylos also have Lekki Pride 2 and Lekki Pride 3. Gidi also have an estate, also have two estates along that Ogombo Road too. Then Harry Montego 5, yeah, I think Harry Montego 5 is also on that road. Then the new British school, what's the name again, is also along the Ogombo Road. Let me just take you, this is the Ogombo Road. So it's quite a very long road, quite a lot, and there are a lot of landmarks along this road. So the British school is also along the Ogombo Road. So you are not going to drive in that far along the Ogombo Road right after Urban Prime 2, just after this estate, just after this you have Havens estate. By the right hand side, if you are coming to Ogombo Road, you are going to see another entrance to Lekki Pennisular Scheme 2. So everywhere you are seeing here is a very, very big place. Definitely will be more than 100 hectares. So we have so many roads. All these roads that you are seeing here: Road 6B, Road 1, Road 18, Road 15, Road 12, Road 13, blah blah blah. Everything here is inside Scheme 2. Everything here is inside Scheme 2. This scheme have been there more than 20 years because it was during the then former governor of Lagos State, Tinubu. That's when this scheme started, and it was allocated, it was sold and allocated, and it's been there. But there is a lot of development, infrastructure upgrade happening around this Lekki Pennisular Scheme 2 right now. So just right along Ogombo Road, before you get to Urban Prime 2, you are going to see the entrance. By the right hand side, Lekki Pennisular Scheme 2. So this is where the Lekki Pennisular Scheme 2 is. So all these are all inside the Lekki Pennisular Scheme 2. Muiz Banire, Garuba, Mohammed Avenue, Road 18, Road 12, Road 13, Road 5, Road 6, Road whatever. All these parts are all inside Scheme 2. And Scheme 2 is very big because it's linked from this Ogombo Road down to this place at Mobile, Ilaje, down to Ajah. So it's a very, very big government scheme. And for a lot of people that are not familiar with government schemes are designated areas that are designed, allotted and sold by the government. So which means that every road here is designed by NTDA, New Town Development Authority. The entire layout of the scheme is designed by NTDA, so that they are the one that allocated the road, where they are the one that allocated the drainages, where there will be a canal, where there will be commercial, where there will be residential, where there will be a school, where there will be a hospital, where there are going to be plots, where the plot are going to be 1,000 square meter sizes, 700 square meter sizes, 900 square meter sizes. It's the government themselves that designed it. Then when people also bought from the government, it's government that also allotted or allocated each portion that they have. Is the government that allocates them. So when you want to buy a property inside this Scheme 2, all this are still inside Scheme 2. So the common titles you are going to be coming across here is governor's consent, CFO, government allocation, and letter of confirmation. Now each of these documents are also going to determine what the price of that land is going to be, if it's still a land. If it's governor's consent, it's going to be like more expensive than the other land inside the Scheme 2, because that land have got CFO, and whoever own that land right now have gone on to register that title in their name. Then you also have CFO. CFO is very common inside Scheme 2 because is an allocated scheme. So a lot of these people that have that were allocated after they got their allocation letter or allocation survey, they have also done the CFO on their land. So CFO is also common here. Now there are some people that have not, that just get their government allocation from the government and they did not go on and register the CFO. So those ones that are still going to have their title as government allocation, those ones are going to be cheaper than the CFO land. Then we have some people that what they are going to have is letter of confirmation. So the letter of confirmation is weaker than the government allocation. So their own land is going to be the cheapest inside this Scheme 2. So if you see a land inside Scheme 2, let's say maybe for 50 million, and then you see another land inside scheme 2 for 120 million. Merely the title on that land of both of them can be the major difference. Now, if you buy a land on the inside the scheme 2 that is still letter of confirmation or confirmation letter, you are still going to spend quite a number of money just to get that land registered. Now, if you buy the land and it's government allocation, you are still going to spend a number of money to get the CFO, and when that CFO is also going to be coming out for government allocation, even despite that you have bought the land, it's still going to come out in the name of the previous owner, not your own name. So, and that's why a lot of people prefer to buy the ones with CFO, so that they can just easily go on and do their governor's consent, and the title is going to be in their name. So these the Lekki scheme 2, very big location, government planned, government owned, government allocated, and government designed. So these are one of the places that are going to give you peace of mind on the island, because here you are likely not going to be have any issue with demolition, because each plot here is government that allocates it. Each street in this place is government that design it, that one that design the layout. So they already know what they design. They already know where they design for drainage. They already know where they're designed for canals. And when you want to also apply for government approval inside the scheme 2 also is way easy, because the government already know each person that they allocated the land to. They can trace ownership. They already know where that land is located. Either is road 12 or is road 12 or is road 5 or is road 13. They have the design, they have the layout already with them. That's not that design the layout, so they can easily approve or tell you that, oh, this place is not residential, this place is commercial, because they are the one that design the layout. They already know what they want in each of these places. So government approval is also quite very straightforward in this place. I recently will be advising investors to be investing in government schemes, particularly on the island, because of a lot of the different changes that is happening in the master plan on the island. A lot of changes that is also happening in terms of documentation on the island too. So for government schemes, most times the titles are straightforward, the layouts are already registered, and is always very easy for you to just go on and get your approval and build, and without any fear that another time or another administration will want to do one road or do one bridge or do one canal or do one rail that is going to affect this scheme, because most times they've already integrated most of this their scheme with every future plan that the government might have in that area. Now, this Ogombo road also links to the coastal road at Ajah. So which means that for people that invest around the Lekki scheme 2 or have a property in this Lekki scheme 2 also, they can bypass the entire Lekki-Epe expressway. This is Lekki-Epe expressway here. So they can bypass this entire Lekki-Epe expressway, either when they are coming in, maybe they are coming from VIA or they are coming from Lekki Phase 1. They can bypass the entire Lekki-Epe expressway and instead follow this Ogombo road down to the connection to the coastal road and take the coastal road via Ajah, Orchid, Ibeju-Lekki, down to Jakonde, and then get across to either they are going to Shisco, Oniru, or they are going to the whole Atlantic City. So they can bypass the entire Lekki-Epe expressway and just take the coastal road for that. And then also, based on the new announcement by the Lagos State government that the green rail that will be connecting Marina down to Epe will also be starting December. The Ogombo road will also have a train station. So there is a train station that will be right at this junction here. I don't know if it's going to be at this right hand side or at this left hand side, but Ogombo also will be having their own train station. So there will be a rail line now where people at the Lekki scheme 2, either people that are staying there or people that come there for shortlets, they can also come into this location via rail. Either they are coming from Falomo, they are coming from 1004, they are coming from VI, they are coming from the Civic Center, they are coming from Sandfield. They can take a train and then just drop at their own station here, or from their station also they can take a train that takes them back to Lekki Phase 1, Shisco, Elegushi, and the likes. Now, this Ogombo Road also that links to the Lekki Scheme 2, also um, um, links to some very interesting beaches. Actually, Ibamadesonya, this Ogombo Road has like the highest number of private beaches. You can see this is Ogombo Road here. So, and then this is the Atlantic Ocean here. So you can see. So this is the Atlantic Ocean here. So via the Ogombo Road, you can connect to this road, Okwaja Community Road, and this Okwaja Community Road goes straight down to all these beaches here. So we have Timeless Beach. You can go to Instagram or go to TikTok. There are a lot of people that have done some vlog about the Timeless Beach, about Atikan Beach, about Laguna Beach, and so many other private beaches that line up this place. So during December, there is a high traffic. I don't mean traffic of traffic in terms of like congestion. High traffic, I mean influx of people. There's a high influx of people that come in around Ogombo down to Ibamadesonya just because of these beaches. So people come in here, spend 2 weeks, spend 1 week, even some spend the entire December around this beach because there is a lot of activities that goes around these private beaches in December, and there is high bookings for short stay. Some people come for hangouts. Some people come for end of the year party. Some people, it's just different events, different shilling party, shoes and so on goes around this place. So there is a high influx of people around Ogombo down to the Lekki Scheme 2 and Ibamadesonya around December. So that's another selling point. That's another selling point also if you are looking at investing around this place. Let me enter this road again. The Ogombo Road also leads to that private British school, that new private British school that was just recently built around the Ajah axis. And this is one of the things that I always tell our investors. In Nigeria, you just have to understand the markets. Particularly, you just have to understand the local market. This scheme too here. Now, the British school did not open in VI. They not open in Lekki Phase 1. They not even open in Chevron. They came to open in Ajah. And that's because they have understand the markets and their position smartly. Green Spring School is in Awoyaya. Awoyaya is even another 20 minutes after Ajah. The Lekki-Epe International School is in Ibeju. Ibeju is roughly like another 15 minutes after Ajah. The Atlantic Hall School is in Ekpe. Ekpe is even roughly like another 45-50 minutes drive after Ajah. And these schools are pretty expensive. These are schools that people are paying 4 million, 5 million for a session. Now, this new British school also, they have quite a hefty school fees also. It's because they are not really targeting people that are beginning their kids to drop and then go. No, they're targeting people that want their kids to school in a very unique environment. And the only way that this kind of schools that can provide this unique environment is to get some kind of bulk land and build that new environment afresh. That school only have like phase 1. I think they still have phase 2. They acquire some massive land there, and I can tell you they are going to sell. People are going to bring their children from VI, from Lekki Phase 1, even from the mainland, from Ikeja here down there, because they're just going to have their kids in body, and they are going to be confident to have their kids there because the atmosphere and the environment the school have provided have already showed that okay, yes, this kind of place we want our kids to be. Now the coastal road is even linking directly to the school, so right from Eko Atlantic, people that can even bring their kids there, you know. So so this is the Lekki Scheme 2. So let's talk about the opportunities now around the Lekki Scheme 2. So one, you can buy land here. You can't buy directly from the government again because every land here directly from the government is sold. So from the people that the government have allocated, either around road 12, road 13, road 5A, or whatever road it is, you can buy land from the people that the government have allocated before, 700 square meter, 900 square meter, 1000 square meter. That's already happening right now because there is already a lot of build to sell happening around the Lekki scheme too. So you are seeing people building apartments, building terraces, building fully detached duplexes, semi-detached duplexes already. So people are already buying 1,000 square meter, 2,000 square meter, 3,000 square meter, and then having their own mini estate. So you can buy land here. The title will always determine the price anyway. So every land here is directly allocated from the government, so it's way easy for you to even do your verification because the government knows each person that they allocated this portion to. So you can buy land here either to hold, and the good thing about holding here compared to Ibeju-Lekki is if you hold land here within 2 to 3 years you can liquidate, compared to Ibeju-Lekki where you still have to hold like maybe let's say 5 to 6 years. Here 2 to 3 years you can liquidate whatever that you invest here. And if you are not even liquidating the land in terms of like selling it, you can even in 3 years get a developer to do JV with inside the scheme too. As long as inside the scheme too, within 3 years you can see a developer to do JV with, and you don't even have to spend any money from your pockets just to build on that land. So 2 to 3 years maturity for land. Now another thing that you can invest here, you can also do build and sell here. A number of you guys I've already acquired some land for the plan that okay in the future I'm going to build to sell, build terraces, build apartments. So Lekki scheme 2 is also somewhere that you can look at for that option. Road 12, road 5. I already have a partner, Dunhill. She's doing great, and she's like on her 5th project inside the scheme 2 right now. All her projects are inside the scheme 2, and that's another thing that you have to understand in the real estate market. You play to your strengths. So if your strength is a particular location, just easily dominate that location and be doing your thing. Because for example, if you are building inside the Lekki scheme 2, if you've done 1 project, done 2 projects, done 3 projects, it's become easier because you already know the people from the physical planning and they already know you. You already know the people from building and control agency and they already know you. You already know the material suppliers in that area, and the material suppliers in that area already know you also. You already know the contractors in that area, and the contractors in that area, they already know you too. So it becomes easy and much way easier for you to replicate from 1 project to 2 to 2, from 2 to 3, from 3 to 4, from 3 to 5. So done here right now, they're on their 5th project, and all their 5 projects are inside the scheme 2. I'm very sure that she had probably signed another JV for Donny 6 or Donny 7 or Donny 8. A couple of our projects are JV, so they don't even try to buy the land. They just sign an agreement with whoever owns the land. So you can also focus on this location also for build to sell. Either is terraces that is your goal, or is fully detached that is your goal, or is a mini estate that is your goal, or is apartments. So maybe get a 700 square meter or get a 1,000 square meter and do ground floor plus 2 apartments, 2 bed and 3 bed. Yeah, is quite moving. And a number of content creators are also staying inside the scheme 2 right now. Even a number of movies and some skits that you watch online, they were shot inside this scheme 2. So Shortlet is also gradually picking up here. Definitely not at the occupancy of Lekki Phase 1, and definitely not at the occupancy of Chevron, but Lekki scheme 2 can easily rival the occupancy of Orchid. Even advisably advisably, I will always prefer you to invest in Lekki scheme 2 than for you to invest in Orchid. I just, for a lot of reasons, don't really fancy Orchid like that. So but Lekki scheme 2 is planned, is government allocation, is the layout is government design, so you likely in the next 10 years won't even have any issue with demolition or canal or encroachment or whatever, because it's the government that planned this place. So I prefer for you to have your investment either is something that you want to have for rental or for shortlets. The occupancy may not be that great at the start, but have it gradually is going to pick up. Gradually is going to pick up. It's a long-term game. It's not a sprint. It's a long-term game. And for a number of you that are familiar with Ibrahim Adesonya housing estate, this is Ibrahim Adesonya housing estate here. You see this June 12 Boulevard. That's the entrance to Ibrahim Adesonya housing estate. So all these places that you are seeing here, Ganido Wodu, Kokori, June 12, Crescent J, Street K, Enclose, Crescent O, Road 401, Road 4, they are all Ibrahim Adesonya housing estate. So Ibrahim Adesonya housing estate is also a government scheme. Just that this time around, they built houses there, they built bungalows. And that's one of the reasons why, as an investor also, you have to be pay attention to some certain things. Now, Ibeju right now is bungalows they built there. Even though some of the houses that are already demolition it, because the government design for that place is still bungalows. If you demolish a house there, you still have to build bungalow. It's affecting the valuation of property there. Now, let me give you an example. Inside this Ibeju housing estate now, a three-bed bungalow right now may be 90 million, 85 million, let's say even max 100 million. Three-bed bungalow. Now, if you come to Lekki Scheme 2 here, Lekki Scheme 2, which is even after, but just like along the same road, this entrance to Lekki Scheme 2 here. A two-bed apartment, not even bungalow, where you don't even own the land, you have your own private compound. A two-bed apartment here is already 80 million. Within very soon, we likely get to 85, 90 million. Apartment, 80 million, two-bed. While a three-bed bungalow in Ibeju is 90, 100 million. So you can see the difference now. It's because it's a bungalow. There's always a cap to what you can charge for it. And no matter whatever that you buy it, if you even bring it down, it's still a bungalow that you can build on it again. But here inside the Scheme 2, any land that you buy here or any property that you buy here, as long as is your fully detached property that you buy, or is the land that you buy, you can build 2 floors, you can build 3 floors, you can build terraces, you can build duplex. So you have more leverage in terms of what you can do in the Scheme 2 compared to investing inside the Ibeju. So these are the very few peculiar things that you must understand. Now, the first housing estate on the island by Xylos 2, Lekki Pride 1. Lekki Pride 1 is also inside this Lekki Scheme 2. LCR, the developers of Lagoon Fronts, Paragon Terraces, the Avocado, and this estate in Abuja, City View, their head office is also inside the Lekki Scheme 2. The head office of LCR is also inside the Lekki Scheme 2. So there are a lot of projects already around here. So either it's the apartment that you are looking at, or is land that you are looking at, something that you can hold for 2 years, something that you can later do JV with, or something that you can even want to start doing shortlet with, you can consider the Lekki Scheme 2 for that. The security of your investment here is a government scheme, is government designed layouts that all the layout here is already approved.